Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Natasya Arman. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about, is eating gluten causing your acne? Yes, the pimples, the breakouts. Is that what's causing you to have those horrible pimples? Is it the cakes, the croissant, the bread, or the oats? So stick around as we get into it. For those of you who follow my channel and follow me on social media and know me, will understand that I've had acne throughout my whole life, throughout childhood, teenagehood, and even adulthood, and I'm 35. It is frustrating. It knocks your self-esteem and your confidence. It is not a nice look, right? When we're facing pressure as a society on what beauty looks like. I've had cystic acne, hormonal acne. So one of the biggest shockers in my life is that I've tried a lot of products to help my skin be clear, and nothing has really helped, even taking internal supplements and medication. But the one thing that shocked me was when I cut out dairy and nuts from my diet. I noticed that my skin did improve. However, the biggest one for me was when I cut out gluten. When I cut out the cakes, the foods that were glutinous, I noticed a huge improvement in my skin, the smoothness, and other byproducts of awesome energy, etc. The question is, how did I know that there was a correlation with gluten and my acne? Well, every time I would eat gluten, I would have a reaction. And this is called gluten sensitivity. You either have gluten sensitivity, celiac disease, or gluten intolerance, right? I highly recommend before you do any elimination that you visit your doctor to confirm whether you have any of these allergic reactions. When I ate gluten, I would have these skin rashes that look like small little pimples like acne, and it wasn't. Then it would become red, like red bumps all over my face. It would become itchy. I would have a runny nose, and it just wasn't a nice feeling at all and look. And it would disappear after 5 days. I did it again. I did it a couple of times to make sure that it was gluten. And every time I ate these glutinous foods, I had these issues. The scary thing is I'm quite a health person, or not a health freak, but every time I ate these certain health foods, I would have this reaction. Sourdough bread, rye bread in the morning for breakfast with avo, normal oats, soy nut butters. There was additives in the gluten that they added to that product. Oat milk, yes. Not necessarily gluten-free oats are used in the oat milks, even if you're trying to explore plant-based milks. All of these were contributing to my acne. And I'm going to explain why and how in a few seconds, but it was absolutely scary. I did an elimination diet where you remove these triggers and these foods, and I noticed that I didn't have those flare-ups. I didn't have those symptoms. It started to reduce and stabilize in my body, and my skin started to look smoother and much clearer. Yes, it's not 100% perfect because I have underlying issues with inflammation. However, it definitely has made an improvement in my skin, my confidence, and my self-esteem. So everyone asks, what is gluten? Gluten is a type of protein that essentially makes the bread or the dough give it its sticky texture. And some people, when they eat gluten, they either have the gluten sensitivity, which is what I had, or gluten tolerance, where they seriously cannot eat gluten at all. And not just a skin rash, they actually get a complete allergic reaction and their body goes into shutdown mode, and it starts attacking itself because it's allergic to these foods. Or celiac disease, which is also very similar. Now, when I did my research, there is no correlation or proven results showing that there is a link between acne and consuming gluten foods. However, acne is an inflammatory skin disease, meaning that the root cause is inflammation in the body that triggers the body to break out in these pimples and the acne. Now, eating gluten raises inflammation levels, and those inflammation levels trigger acne. So there's the indirect correlation according to the medical research that I've done online. And I highly recommend that you do your own research as well. Some people complain of muscle pain, joint pain, brain fog, low energy levels when you consume these foods. I had that. I was struggling when I went to work, working a corporate job and dealing with people. Not only are you having a terrible rash on your face and on your upper back, but you also have these horrible symptoms of not being able to be present, not having mental clarity, and not being able to perform at your peak. So I noticed that my body was literally shutting down when I started to eat these foods and have these triggers. So let's recap some of the symptoms that helped me realize that gluten was causing my acne. Skin rash, muscle and joint pain, runny and itchy nose, itchy rash, red flare-ups. As soon as you eat these foods, it may take a couple of hours to a day or so for you to break out. Brain fog. Some people have anxiety, depression. You just start feeling irritable, moody, bloated, nausea, digestive issues. I mean, it's quite hectic. So guys, even though I was trying, top products to clear my face, washing my face extra, thinking my face is dirty, trying to balance out my hormones, which I still do have a challenge with, that was not the only cause or root cause of my acne. Inflammation, right, of the body is horrible. It just causes these horrible acne breakouts. And what I've learned is that the commercialization of food has definitely changed over the years, and these products are being manipulated with added additives. Gluten has changed, and the manipulation of how it's applied and used, and that's changing, the integrity of our food. And that is why our bodies are thinking that these are foreign objects or foreign bodies in our body, and starts attacking our body. So I highly recommend speak to your doctor first, and then do an elimination diet if he's happy or he or she is happy, and see the effects that gluten has on your body. If you suspect that gluten is possibly causing your acne, let me know your thoughts. Follow me on social media. I have a website, www.natasiar1.com, which you can also tap into. Comment, let me know, is gluten causing your acne? Or what other remedies or alternatives you've tried to help remedy the situation. Thanks for tuning in, guys.